Hey, y'all, it's Krystal Hunsucker. Happy Magnanimous Monday. Welcome to your late $1,000,000 message. When you get to the seminar and you get in the excitement and the fun and the hustle and bustle and now the way that the company has changed it with the day zero, our schedules change every year instead of being the same day. So when you get home and you don't even know what day it is when you wake up, and it's Monday. So here I am recording a little late today, but I hope that those of you who are at the Sapphire seminar were as inspired and awed and just blown away as I was to be there. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was such an incredible seminar and just so exciting. And I can't wait for this year. I just literally cannot wait for this year. Those of you who are headed to seminar, I hope you have the best, blessed, exciting, life-changing time of your life. And then the ones that are not coming, so that's what I want to talk about today, is that how crucial and important events really are. And this is not a moment to beat yourself up if you couldn't go to seminar this year, or you chose not to go to seminar this year. Congratulations to those of you who are going. But if you could not, or you chose not to make that happen this year, it is okay. But I will tell you, I am so glad I was there. I am so glad that I made that commitment and that decision. And I do want to tell you the only events in 18 years that I have missed as a sales director and consultant, when I was a consultant for a few months, was leadership the year that I had a miscarriage, and leadership the following year is the year that I had Boone. Those are the only two events. I mean, does that kind of blow your mind? Of company events as well as our large area events like our fall retreat, things like that I have ever missed in my Mary Kay career was due to a baby. You know, Mary Kay always kind of jokes, death or dilation. And so I've always taken that very, very seriously. And so I just want to challenge you in your heart to make a decision to get that committed on events. No matter where you sit on the scoreboard, no matter what you've had going on, no matter how you feel, put the little quotations around it, how you feel about your business in that moment that it's time to register, that it is just what you do. You just go. You just do it because it's part of our job. It's part of what we do. So that's the first thing that I want you to keep in your mind about events, that you just have to make the decision ahead of time that no matter what, unless it is absolutely 100% out of your hands, that you are going to be there, that you're going to go. And so I just want to tell you this year, I'm so grateful that I was there. I could have made a lot of really great reasons to not be there. I have a 2-month-old baby. We're still trying to figure things out. We're at a good place. He's starting to sleep about 8 hours at night, so I have sanity again. But I could have totally been like, whatever that may be. And so I had to be there. And I am just so glad I was, because something happens in the room. Something happens when you walk into your first meeting, the first part of awards, the first part, the day one. Something happens when you're all together. And, we live in this technology day. We live in this day where you can watch church online. You can watch motivational speakers online. You can listen to podcasts. You can get on In Touch and get really everything that you need. But when the day is said and done, there is nothing like what happens when you walk into the room. So that's what I want to challenge you with this year. I want to challenge you to always make the decision to walk into the room. I want to tell you, we have an event before seminar starts. And so the day before packet pickup, we basically have our day 00. And we have this really great luncheon and recognition, and there's speakers. And something happened to me while I was sitting there. It's literally like I got quiet and still enough, but I was in the right room. I walked into the right room for the right things to be heard and to be stirred in my heart, things that needed to get done that I didn't realize needed to get done. And I have pages and pages of things that while the recognition was going on, I would go, oh my gosh, what about that? And I jot it down really quick. And then, oh, I need to do that. Jot it down. That sometimes in life, I just don't get still enough, and I'm just not in the room. I'm just not in the room with the powerful people every day of my life, And that's where really I feel like the changes that are going to take me to the next level this year is because I was sitting in that first meeting this year at seminar, that I sat there, that I let the ideas come down. I am a strategist, so now I've got to make sure that I put these things into action. I have a really great assistant that will help me do that will help me to put these things into place. So make sure you're surrounded by the right people to make the things happen and to be your strength where maybe it's not your strength. I've got the strategy, I've got the ideas. Now I need the person in my life that really helps push me to implement them, to make them happen, to get them done. And so that couldn't have happened if I wouldn't have been in an event. It just really couldn't have. There is something to be said with also being inspired, because you can look at pictures. You can say, wow, Krystal just had a baby and she did over 500,000. And I was really excited about that. I was so excited about that. That was not the goal. The goal was bigger. But you know what? My goodness, after the year that we had, I am so proud of my unit. I am so excited about where we did finish and that we did have a strong finish. But I tell you that I was so inspired by walking in the room and being in the room and seeing the people that did even more than I did, had even more life than I had. One of the newest top directors that earned her very first trip had the hardest year of her life, went through a separation and divorce, and has 2 little ones, and won the trip and worked hard for her family. And I mean, just, so inspiring. But I wouldn't have heard that story. I wouldn't have known that story if I wouldn't have walked in the room. So I just want to encourage you that events are where it's at. I truly believe that God does some type of supernatural download, that it is taking an act of faith. It's totally taking an act of faith to come up with the money to be there, because it is an expense. It's a tangible expense, and it's also a time expense. I had to spend time away from my brand new baby, and my toddler is old enough now that he's like, where's mommy? Where's mommy? When's she coming home? He gets it now, and it's awesome and stressful. Because I missed him. My heart longed to be there. But I tell you what, it is so good for your kids, I truly believe, and for you to get to go have the time that you need alone, because you do, if you're a mom, you do get the title of mom, or maybe you're a caretaker, you do get the title of caretaker. But I tell you what, everybody needs to take that moment that they get a little bit of time where they get to step away and walk in the right room and just say, I am woman. There's that song, 'Cause I am woman, WOMAN. You got to have that moment too, right? That you can just be a girl, that you can just laugh and giggle and cry and just not have to worry about everything else that we take care of, because we take care of a lot of things, don't we, guys? We take care of a whole lot of things for our family, for our children, for people that we love in our life. And so with all of that said, I am so glad I was at seminar. I am so excited about all the things coming that the company is doing for us. Nathan Moore did it again. We have this new Cadillac level that we can do this for a year. I cannot wait to earn that Cadillac this year with those extra seats, and it's bigger for my family. I'm so pumped about that. I'm so pumped about Luminous Foundation. Yay! So excited about that you'll get to order those this month, and just excited about what's to come. And so get excited. Don't beat yourself up if you didn't get to go to seminar, but don't miss any events ever again. Pinky swear? Okay, pinky swear. I love you guys. I'm excited to be back, and the best is yet to come. Let's go, guys. Ready, set, go. Let me bless you. May the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you. May you know that if God is for you, who can be against you? With God on your side, whom shall you fear? May you be like a tree that is planted by rivers of living water. Your leaves get with me. it shall prosper. Have a magnanimous Monday, and I loved meeting all my Sapphire girlfriends who I got to talk with at seminar. Have a great day.